Okay, my sister had the, you see her up there. Hey, Trees, how was your flautas?
I want the other one.
She wants the other one, so can everybody hang on while I get her that other flauta? Just give me 1 second. Hey, Living Life with Donna, and today we're going to be making ground beef flautas, so stay tuned. Okay, I got my brown beef cooking in some oil. I put in a little taco seasoning. I put in some dried onion just to get it going. Get it all cooked up, and now I'm going to cut up my peppers and my onions and all that good stuff, so stay tuned. It's done. I added a little bit of Southwest blend plus some taco seasoning, and I also added some beef stock and a little water. Okay, and now I've got my oven preheating to 425. I've got my flauta shells. Now, of course, these are a little bit bigger. You can use any size flauta you want. This is just for one person, so I'm just going to make 2 flautas. And once I get this in the oven, we're going to move on to the pico de gallo. So hang on. Okay, everybody, so let's get started with the pico de gallo. You're going to need onion, obviously, tomato, lime. I got just a little bit of a jalapeno from the garden, and a little poblano, and some lemon and lime juice, salt, and pepper. So let's get started making that. So I'm going to put this so you can see. I hope you can see. My camera's not working too good, or my phone. So the first thing, and it's only just for one person, so we don't need a whole lot of pico de gallo. So I'm just gonna slice this like you would if you were making a salad in little cubes. Just make them in little cubes, just enough to go on the top. I got the flautas in the oven, sizzling away. And it, you can make the tomato slices. Oh God, you probably can't see, can you? You can make the tomato slices any size that you want. I mean, you can make big chunks if you want. You can do little ones here, like I'm doing, kind of like a medium. We're gonna put it here in the bowl. The flautas, you can use any kind of filling you want. We just happen to have the beef, but even if you wanted to use pork, chicken, if you wanted to do a vegetarian option, if you wanted just to maybe fill it with beans and cheese, you can always do that. That is an option. And I don't know why my phone computer keeps doing that, but so we're going to get this all cut up. I got the timer going for the flautas. Get this all cut up. Get a little bit of onion. Now you can do as little or as much onion as you want. If you wanted to have some that you could have for later, go ahead and make yourself a big bowl. But I'm just doing for one person, so I don't need a whole lot. I don't need a whole lot at all. So, because other people in the family, I don't eat meat, and then there's others that they can't have anything, hot or spicy. So we don't have to make a whole lot of pico de gallo. And I'm just going to kind of dice it just a little bit. I want the onion I don't want big chunks of onion. Just want a little bit of onion. And I'm going to toss that in the bowl. And like I said before, you make these recipes. I went off the, what's this called? It's called the, remember I did from last week, it's called Every Plate. It's called Every Plate. But I made it my own. I just kind of look at the ingredients, kind of see, and I'm going to give a squirt of lemon, just a squirt of lemon juice. I don't want to overpower, just a little bit of lemon. Now I'm going to cut my lime. This juice is going. I'm going to be a little bit more heavier on the lime. Can you see that? I just cut the lime in half, and I'm going to put that right here in the bowl. Make it very limey. I'm also going to take my seasonings that I told you before that I made. It's got the sea salt, pepper, dill, paprika, just different things in there. Just an all around. Put just a little bit in there because we're not making a whole lot. So get that on there. I'm going to cut the rest of my tomato. I can hear my flautas sizzling. And you can also make the flautas smaller. I just happen to have those bigger taco shells, but if you wanted to use corn shells, if you wanted to use a smaller flour shell, if you had more people maybe that you were cooking for and you needed to stretch that, meal, then you certainly can do that. But like I said, we just have a couple, so we don't have to worry about. Okay, we just got that. And the person I'm making it for, they like it spicy. I'm just going to put a little bit more of this poblano in there. Now, of course, you don't have to put peppers in it all. If you want to, you can just do just the tomatoes and the onion. But I'm just going to do just a smidge of the pepper because I think it gives it a good color. And then I'm just going to do, and my fingers are probably going to burn, I am just doing a smidge. I mean, just a smidge of jalapeno, because the smaller they are, the more stronger they are. I got this out of the garden, and it's raining, kind of rainy, cloudy last few days, so I don't have to tend to the garden right this minute. I got most of the tomatoes in, froze them. Okay, so we're just gonna, because we don't want it to make it so hot that the person can't eat it. So we're just gonna do little tiny. That's one thing you do kind of want to make tinier is the jalapeno, because you don't want somebody taking a big, especially if they're not used to the heat, you don't want them just taking a big old chunk like you would an onion. Oh shit, uh-oh. Those are the flautas, everybody. Goes the alarm again. That's smoke. All right, just give me a minute here. Let me fix it. Okay, in a bowl, I've got a little bit of poblano pepper, I've got onion, and a little carrot. I'm gonna dump this right in here. I'm gonna cook it with the meat. Get that out, because it doesn't take long. It's not gonna take long for this because it wasn't just for a couple flautas. So let me get this all done. And just saute that real good. And of course, you can put any seasonings in there you want, whatever your taste is. If you don't want it hot at all, or you don't want any seasoning, you don't have to put it. So let me get this all fried up and sizzled good, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, it made 3 flautas, and then I have a little left over in the pan. I'm going to put this in here for about 12 to 15 minutes on 425. I have a little bit left in the pan that I'm going to put on the top, and now let's get making the pico de gallo. Okay, I got them out just in time. They are a little brown, but that's okay. I had a little bit of meat left over. I dumped that on the top with just a little cheese. I did not have Mexican cheese, so I just used a little cheddar. I put the pico de gallo over the top. Got that going real good, and then let me get my sour cream. Okay, and then I'm just going to drizzle some sour cream. Of course, you can always leave this off. You do not have to add sour cream. This was just a little thing that came with that dinner plate thing. They send you all the supplies, so just a little bit of sour cream, and that's it. I mean, it took maybe 20 minutes, and then you've got a nice meal. There was one left over, so I hope you like this video, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next cooking video.